Hi everybody. So whenever I make an appearance back here, I am removing the bolts, or the screw, well I guess you would technically consider them bolts, the bolts, washers, and nuts that are attached to the spar assembly. Those all go into the front rib flanges. And I make sure after they're done to go ahead and reattach them so that they're with the same hardware that they came with. And I keep the bottom and top separate as to not mix the two. That's pretty simple. I think the front heads of the bolts are 3/8 and the other ones are, the back nuts I think are 5/16. Anyway, everyone say hi to Mark. So Mark's this nice young man. He's in high school. He's a student pilot, just soloed. 17. He doesn't even have a driver's license, but he's flown a plane. So proud of him. He wanted to do some volunteer time. He'd never really been exposed to the back side of aviation. He's only been flying for a few months. So I said, sure. You got a day? Come on out. He's on winter break. His school doesn't start up until next week. So I said, look, I'm taking a day off myself. Why don't you come on out to the hangar and help? So when we actually get it back around to it, he will be... Well, actually, before we start working on anything, I've needed to do some final beefing up, which we will see in the next video, of the main tables. And I'm not sure if anything's happening in this video or not. Okay, never mind. So yeah, so he and I just ran over to Home Depot. So this wing spar, in some previous videos I built a couple of EAA workbenches, standard workbenches, but I'd left the lengths of them up to about... I'd made the lengths the full 8 feet of the plywood. I didn't want to have just 5-foot tables. I wanted 8 foot. And as you can't see, because I wasn't smart enough to tilt the camera, so as the ends of the plywood hang over the edge of the table, naturally, over time, they just start to sag. And I don't want that to sag. I want them to be perfectly flat. So went out and got some extra 2x4s. And I'm basically cantilevering some support up underneath the tables. So I'm running 2 extra 2x4s that are supposed to coincide. They basically try to make an extension of the regular sides of the table bench out to the end. I think the one thing I did forget to do is I need to put another cross brace at the end. So I've put like I said, I've put extensions of the 2x4s out to the edge of the table, which is okay, but it's not, since it's not one continuous piece, the support really is a little bit lacking. So what you can't tell is that I'm actually screwing in 45-degree support pieces to each side, which will be apparent in the next video, which we will come to soon. Actually, you'll probably be able to see it. Yeah, you can see a couple of them there. Anyway, in the next one, we will actually get around to working some more on the spars. So, see you soon.